Hello everyone, hello, hope you're doing okay. Welcome to episode 49 of Look Back. Yeah, I hope you're doing alright. It's been a bit of a hectic week, as is always the case, but we're here on Saturday again. Yes, so I hope you're doing okay. It's basically, this is where I look back at what I reviewed 5 years ago, 1 year ago, and see whether I still agree with the results of my review scores, basically, and whether you can still even find those things anymore, because basically some things seem to have, I don't know, come and gone in a relatively short amount of time. Usually it's within the last 5 years rather than year, but you never just know, So it is one of those, really. So, yep, I hope you're doing all right. Hello there, Andrew. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Everything going well? Are you following the Euros at all, or is that not your thing? Yeah, I don't know. Basically, I'm in a sweepstake with the family, so I'm following it. I'm not normally a massive football fan. I do follow the events and things, but it's quite interesting when you have the sweepstakes going and stuff like that. But yeah, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. And any new chocolate antics going on? Good to see you, Alan. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's things for you, Alan? I hope I guess we'll just talk about the Euros if you're interested in that. I know Scotland had a bit of a bad time of it yesterday. Hopefully, yeah, not too disappointed. You never know. It's still time, but it seems a tough group. But yeah, good to see you, Alan. Good to see you. What's the pitch? Is it still Dairy Milk this time? Yes, it is, I think, isn't it? Yeah. So hope you're doing well. Done a few reviews today. Actually, I've done 4 reviews this morning, actually. So I'm trying to catch up on things. And hi there, Scotty. Great to see you. How are you doing today? Good to see you, Scotty. Yeah, normally you're out and about on Saturday, so I guess you're having a bit of a break today. So hopefully you're doing all right. Yeah, hopefully you're doing okay. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, so I had a few. Basically, I did. Oh, hang on. Typically, I've not got the pack. But I did. Cola bottle flavour Jaffa cakes. Believe it or not. So I've got those reviews coming. I did find those things, Scotty, as well. You mentioned. Yes, the Skittles Giants Gooey as well. So yeah, I've got them. Got them from Aldi. Scotty mentioned they were there. A bit difficult to find, to be honest with you. Aldi's not the best at promoting their exclusives, but basically they do exist if you look for them, but you have to look for them to find them. Yeah, you don't tend to follow football much until England semi-finals or finals, to be honest. Well, yeah, once every blue moon, then I'll put it on in the background. Yes, off on holiday tomorrow. I'll see Italy has any nice chocolate. Yeah, see, well, have a lovely time, Andrew. That's not bad, is it? Goes to Italy, not bad. I've been to Italy, so whereabouts are you going? You're going. It's pretty interesting actually. One of my colleagues at work is going to Italy. Went there yesterday. Hope you have a lovely time. Yeah, I think chocolate. Well, it's basically. I remember it not being too bad actually when I was there. You know, not being too bad. Obviously, the heat's the problem. Cadbury's Top Deck coming back as a limited edition. Oh, that's not bad. That's interesting. I remember Top Deck always being the forbidden fruit when I was younger. I always used to see it like in the shops and. It was always, I don't know why, I just never got it. It was always like too either expensive or I don't know, just was a bit too prestigious, I think, for me. Maybe I'm not really sure why I never ended up buying it, but yeah. I was in Australia this week. Austria this week. Did you have a nice time, Scott? I know you mentioned Discord. You were out and about a bit. Yeah, I hope you had a good one. Any chocolate antics? Hopefully so. Yeah, so I'll just see if I can see if I can get my graphics up and running as well, by the way. Oh yeah, I'm going to be gifting some memberships. Yeah, for the first couple of weeks every month, roughly anyway, I'm able to gift 10 memberships. So you get support level memberships. So support level do get access to some perks, including an exclusive review every month. And I'm planning on doing some exclusive polls as well, things like this. So I'm going to try and start doing it. And I'm hoping to get more time. It's still been a bit hectic this week. I've had to force it this week, to be honest with you. So I'm a bit knackered today. And and I managed to trying to keep up my gym routine as well and stuff like that. And I managed to do that just about, but it's been a bit hectic week. Yes, sir. Hope we get better weather. It was a bit cool for June. Is this well? Yeah, is it in Italy? To be honest with you, when I went to Italy, I was happy that it was relatively cool. It was still about 20 degrees or something, but it was a lot less hot than it would have been. There was still so much walking around, so I was actually quite happy that it wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. I get the old 1 year ago. So what did we do 1 year ago? Well, basically, hang on, there we go. Yes, did a member review a year ago. Let's see. So if you are a bronze member or above, you will be able to see this. Yes, it's the Twix ice cream cones I reviewed a year ago. So I just reviewed I don't know if I published it yet, the Twix Secret Centres. I might have published them. I need to publish it anyway. I have reviewed Twix Secret Centres. Whether I published it or not, I'm not sure. Did the Mars ones as well, so I've got both of them coming up. Or have been reviewed. So check those out. As I say, Twix Cones review, yes. So that's one I did a year ago. It's member exclusive. And why not? So should I jump to 5 years ago or should I do 1 year ago? I usually jump to 5 years ago first, don't I? I can never remember. Let's do 5 years ago first. Why not? If I can work out the graphics. Hang on. Oh, yes, there we go. Right, there we are. And let's get the order on as well. There we go. Why not? And what's the other bit? There we go, that one, and there we are. There we go, first time. Not bad, not bad, that, not bad. Yes, Late Garda. They tend to have a lot of Linton milk. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, yeah. It was basically a lot of the typical like European chocolate, like as you say, Linton milk and stuff. But they had sort of more of a range of it, and it was quite interesting. I wasn't disappointed basically, but I didn't get too much. Although at the time they did have the Oreos twists, I think, but theirs was an exclusive Pop Idol version rather than the UK one. But yeah, there was the same difference. Yeah, Lake Garda meant to be very nice. I've not been there myself, but meant to be very nice. I passed Lake Garda on train. I was in Verona. It was 21 degrees with rain and thunder. Ah, okay, with rain and thunder, that does make the difference, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah. Oh well, at least it was a holiday. I'm sure it was still nice, you know. Obviously, a bit difficult when it's raining, really. But yeah, always the way. All right, so 5 years ago, what did I review 5 years ago? Let's have a look if I can find my actual graphics. Here we go. Let's go to the... oh, we'll get these out of the way. Speaking of biscuits and stuff, these twists. So this is the twists... Mavitti's, what's it called? Mavitti's Digestive Twist Chocolate Chips and Coconuts, this one. So basically, I gave this a pretty poor... what did I give it? Let's have a look. I gave it a pretty poor score, actually. I gave it a 1 out of 5. It was just terrible. It was just had so much... It had lots of stuff in it, but you couldn't taste any of it. It was just really... basically, you know, not very pleasant. It wasn't not very pleasant to eat, basically. Just a flavour combination is what the twist was about, but it was basically chocolate chips and coconut. There's no twist involved at all, other than the fact, I guess you could say it was labelled as a digestive. Someone in the comments did say, well, it's a twist because it's got chocolate chips in it or something. Well, many, you know, it's not unknown for a biscuit to have chocolate chips in it. To the fact that it is actually a type of biscuit, you know, a type of cookie. So, you know, I'm not convinced by that. There's just no twist at all. And there's loads of chocolate chips in it, to be fair, but they couldn't taste any of them. And it tasted cheap and it was bland. It was just a really poor product, really. I don't know if anyone remembers these ones. Does anyone remember these ones? Have you come across the Aero Strawberry? No, I haven't actually. No, I was looking out for it, but I haven't. Spar. Yeah, but do you remember you mentioning Spar? I don't know where there is a Spar near me now. There was one in Manchester. There was one near Piccadilly Station, I think. It was a bit... Well, typically I was just past there the other day. I could have gone... Had I remembered, I could have nipped in, but... Just fogging my throat there. I'll have to try and... yeah, I've not seen it anyway. Anyone's seen it? I picked up a new Lindt bar. Banana split flavour, that's interesting. I also picked up milk Oreo strawberry with the mini Oreos embedded. Oh wow, where'd you get those from, Scotty? They're ones I've got to look out for. Especially that banana split flavour. That's an unusual one for Lindt. I totally forgot about the twist. Well, you're not missing much. I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, they weren't very interesting. They were just not very nice. I give them 1 star though. I normally give 1 star to things that just aren't very nice though, to be honest with you. As in unpleasant nice. As in they don't taste. As in they're actively unpleasant to eat. And this one wasn't. So I think, to be honest with you, it was just such a terrible product. But I think I was perhaps a bit harsh because it wasn't disgusting. And 1 star is when I give things that are actually disgusting. But other than that, the fact that it wasn't, you know, didn't make you actively feel ill. That's probably the only bonus I could say about it. It's such a bland biscuit. I think even having rich tea biscuits is probably better than these ones. They were just, you know, or at least no worse anyway, you know. So I think I'm going to up it to 1.5 out of 5, just because of the fact that it wasn't horrible. Because I think that's how I consistently do it. But that's not to say in any way, shape or form, if you ever do spot these, or they ever do come back, because I don't think you can get them anymore, thank goodness, do not go anywhere near them. They're just a total waste of time. But I'll say there was an advocate for them in the comments. He did try to claim that the twist was the fact that they had chocolate chips in. But to me, that's a chocolate chip digestive. That's not a twist in any way, shape or form. And they didn't taste that great anyway. There's loads of them and you couldn't taste them. It was just a very poor product. A very, 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 very poor product. And good riddance to that, basically. So lean on from that. Unfortunately, we did have the same going on here. We had the twists caramel this time it was. So basically, it was imagine everything I've just said, except the fact that it's got caramel flavour in as well. You know, basically. Yeah, fingers crossed for the weather, but regardless, the food is great. Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. Get the ice cream as well. Of course, ice cream, I guess, in rainy weather, not the best, but still, nice to have. I know 2019 was half a decade ago. Time flies. I still can't believe that. It feels like recent times, doesn't it? 2019. I mean, I guess it is technically, but you know what I mean. But it was, yeah. It's just it's gone by so quickly. It really doesn't feel like it was 5 years ago. I think I don't know why, but yeah, time just flown by. Crazy. I picked them up in Austria at a Billa supermarket, or is it Tesco in Bratislava, Slovakia? Goodness me, well, that's, yeah, not too bad at all. Well, hopefully we'll get them here, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a shame. I might have to try and see if I can get them on import somehow. But that banana split lint sounds very nice. I mean, the other one sounds very nice as well. I really like those embedded Oreos. And to be honest with you, I might try and make my own Oreo chocolate bar at some point. See if I can do some of that. I think that any as long as it's got an Oreo in it and it's not any of this nonsense with crushed bits and just a faux Oreo cream, I think it'll be a winner really. But yeah, that does sound nice. Not seen Sierra Strawberry. The new Kit Kat Chunky Double Choc is out. Oh, right, I've not seen that one either. Goodness me. You know, I still say, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You know, people when I said I do a chocolate review channel said, "Have you got enough to review?" And there's just so much. It's unbelievable, and all these new things coming out all the time. You really don't. You really don't get. I don't know. You know, short on things to review. That's for sure. You know, Kit Kat Chunky Double Choc. Well, Alan will be a fan of that one. I think AB used to be on the channel. I used to love Kit Kat Chunkies as well, but yeah, I've not seen AB for a long, long time. But anyway, this Vitty's Digestive Twist caramel chips and caramel bits. I mean, this one had caramel bits in it rather as opposed to coconut, I don't know, flavouring or shavings, whatever like the other one did. But again, you couldn't really taste them. It wasn't really very good. It was just a terrible product. But for the same reasons as before, the fact it wasn't actively unpleasant, as in it wasn't horrible to eat. You know, it wasn't disgusting basically. I think it's really, to be consistent, it is a 1.5 out of 5. But I mean, that is no way, shape or form endorsing the purchase of this product. Should you see it, it's just a complete waste of time. But I don't think you can get them anymore anyway, and that's why they just weren't very good. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how they could botch it so much really. I mean, a digestive with chocolate chips in sounds quite nice, doesn't it? But they just weren't very good. I mean, there was loads of them in, but you just couldn't taste them. They just were pretty poor, and the flavouring just didn't really add much to it. It was just a really poor product. And then the fact you already had, you know, chocolate digestives on top of that, which actually were, you know, are a nice, you know, a good 3.5 out of 5. There's just no reason to go anywhere near these, and I just don't get the, yeah, I don't know, just pointless product, poorly executed. Don't bother with it. So there we go. Should you ever see them again, which I don't think we will. So yes, so there we are. So there we go. But we did have some good ones 5 years ago. You know, did have some good ones. Let's see this one here. Look at this. Yeah, I'll just get the name correct. Godiva Double Chocolate Domes. It was. So there we go. I'll have to. I expected the I expected the shadow to work a bit better there. I could have perhaps done a better job of that, but basically, there we go. I'd left the white bits in to show the drop shadow that was available on the picture, but it's not quite come across as well. But anyway, never mind. But yeah, so there we go. So these ones actually were very nice, these ones, and I did give these a good, let's see, a good 4.5 out of 5. These ones. They looked, I mean, they were very expensive. I just had a look on Godiva's website looking for the pictures of these. Basically, and it said it was £15. £15 they were on the Godiva's website to buy these. You can't buy them anymore. I think these have gone as well. There was hazelnut ones, there was strawberry ones, and there was these ones. I didn't get the hazelnut ones, I didn't find them. But these were very nice. So basically a bit like, well, they had those really ridiculous wrappers, as you can see. I think there's been replicated in other things, such as I think the Mars, Maltesers, what are they called? I forgot what they're called now. Those Maltesers ones that you can get. What are they called, those Maltesers ones? I forgot what they're called now. Let's have a look, see if I can find out what they're called. Is it Maltesers Truffles? It might be that. Let's have a look, see if we can find it. Have I spelled it right? Maltesers, something or other. So yeah, Maltesers Truffles, I think it was. They have a similar sort of shenanigan going on there. Just ridiculous over the top wrappers. So it takes up half the space, if not more. But they were very nice, these ones actually. I think, what did I say about them? They do look very premium actually, and they're diverse set of textures. You basically had like a sort of creamy filling, surrounded with a sort of chocolate coating, which was filled with like crunchy bits. But obviously, you had a huge wrapper for a small chocolate. But and I thought for myself, the only reason I went to 5 out of 5 because I felt they needed a bit more of a sort of a liquidy centre, something a bit more. You know, the middle was kind of truffly, kind of fluffy, but not quite. It was just a bit, I don't know, it needed a bit, I think it needed it had loads of crunchy bits and stuff, but it just needed a bit more of a liquidy, you know, segment of the centre. Maybe the very centre could have some kind of more of a liquid involved. It was a bit more of a truffly centre, really. Very nice, these ones, very nice. And to be honest with you, I think the score's probably about right there. I think it was they were good, but you can't get them anymore, I don't think, which is strange, because they were a good product, but they're very expensive. I mean, I don't know if I spent £15 on them. I think a bit cheaper than that in the shop I bought them, probably, I don't know, as Tesco or something, but they were still probably a good £10, which is very expensive, and they weren't that big of a product. This was basically the size of one of like Rose's sort of like cartons, you know. Looks like Mavitti's let you down in 2019. I haven't seen those twists for years. I don't think they lasted long. No, they weren't a good one, Andrew. They weren't a good product. I don't know if you ever had them, but they just weren't very good. I mean, they're just so bland, despite being crammed full of flavour. You know, chocolate chips, you know, coconut or caramel, you know, but you couldn't taste them really, and it was just really poor. It was just a poor product, and it just wasn't a twist. The thing that annoyed me the most was the fact that it just wasn't a twist. It really irritated me to label them that way. I mean, there's just no twist at all. It was just ridiculous. I guess you could argue that it wasn't a digestive, but you know, you don't get anything else. I mean, you know, you could say milk chocolate hobnob twist, or milk chocolate digestive hobnob twist. Anything with anything other than the main one is a twist on the original. I mean, it's just a nonsense. I don't know. Maybe you could. Maybe I was being a bit harsh, but I just didn't buy it. It really irritated me. But there we go. So there we are. Yes, but these Godiva ones, nice, very expensive though, very expensive these ones. They were I mean, £15. I mean, I don't normally mention the price in my reviews just because it is, well, basically what you're willing to spend can depend a lot on who you are and what you're doing and stuff like that. You might treat yourself to chocolate as well, so it might be that you don't have it very often, so when you do treat, you spend a bit more, or you get it for presents and all these things. So I try not to really, you know, but I mean, £15 for what that was expensive, but they were tasty, so at least you got that part. And then another one similar to the one, yes, we had these. I couldn't find the same image, unfortunately, so I had to find another one. They didn't have on the Godiva's website. They didn't have this on there for some reason. They had the hazelnut one, which I never managed to get, but they had the strawberry one as well. Was it raspberry? It was Godiva raspberry crisp domes as well. So actually, basically, another one which was quite a bit following in the same way that the twists were. It's the same score really, and very similar product in a way. I never tried those twists. I don't remember them, to be honest. No, I mean, I feel like I saw them. Well, I guess 2019. And just saying now, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Maybe it was a long time ago when I last saw them. But I felt like I saw them recently. But as I say, could have been 2020. I mean, it's you know, yeah, the way time's flown by. But yeah, just a poor product really. They reminded me of something else. I can't think what it was now. But yeah, just a bit of a poor product. Yeah, I wouldn't. You're not missing out anyway, Andrew. Don't we? Yeah, definitely not missing out. Terrible product. But these Godiva ones again, another nice one. Another nice one. Again, these ones have disappeared. It seems like they were Godiva trying to get into the supermarkets. I think they still kind of do a bit, don't they? Every now and again you see a Godiva product, but certainly not that regular. I remember Sainsbury's were doing a full was full of Godiva stuff years ago. Maybe that's where I got them from. There was a camel lion bar, which was just a camel bar with a lion imprint. Nice though. Yes. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, nice. Interesting. Yeah, I see. I don't know if did I have a caramel lion bar. I can't remember now. I'm not sure if I ever reviewed that one. Maybe I missed that one. So that's an interesting one there. I do like some of these lion bar. Don't have the limited edition ones, but you know that the white chocolate one, the brownie one they did, that sort of weird the wild top one, whatever it's called, it has like peanuts in it. They were nice as well. Actually, I'm not a massive peanut fan, but that was quite nice. Yeah, some of the lion bar spin-offs. Variants have been actually quite nice, actually. I do think they do a good job when they do them. Bizarrely, even though it's not, you know, I don't know, yeah, nothing dramatic about them, but they do work very well, really. Someone in the comments was the other day saying, he commented on my Drifter review, saying they missed Drifter. I did mention about the fact that Lion Bar is basically just a Drifter covered with, chocolate coating with crispy bits in, so if you don't mind that part, you just get a Lion Bar. And that was kind of my essentially takeaway from reviewing Drifters as well, for me. As well, you know, you may as well get a Lion Bar basically because it's the same but with more. So, but I do know people like Drifters, but you know, yeah, it's made by the same company, of course. So that's why it's basically the same thing. So they do kind of live on, if you don't mind the extra bits that a Lion Bar gives you. But yeah, this one basically says same difference than the other one. Really, it felt a premium product, but it was expensive and it was premium to be honest, at least price wise. But yeah, what else did I say? Basically. Yes, and again, I said the raspberry flavour is overpowered by the dark chocolate flavours a bit on this one because it's got dark chocolate on the outside. But to be honest with you, I feel that might be a bit harsh. I feel like they do possibly complement each other quite well, raspberry and dark chocolate. But I did say it kind of overpowered bit by the dark chocolate. And again, it still needed like some kind of liquid scent. It did have a scent. You can see there's some kind of scent there, but it's not really a liquid one. Unless I've got that wrong anyway in my review, you're looking at it, you might think it is, but it wasn't really. And I think that was the thing, just needed a bit more of a sort of like a liquidy sensor, something a bit more, just because everything else, you know, I don't know, it just felt like it needed it really for me. So yeah, but again, you know, still a lovely one, 4.5 out of 5. I don't think I can argue with that. So I think it's going to be the same there. I certainly didn't get any reason to think otherwise. So a very nice one there. So about to gift some 5 memberships. You have to opt in to be receive a membership basically to be able to gift one. You do have to opt in. It's one of those. I think it's just the fact that you're technically receiving something that you know, basically is the whim of whoever gives it you. So basically, you know, my channel gives you some things. So I think you've got to generally opt in just to cover, you know, YouTube's back. I don't think there's any reason not to opt in. I don't think there's any negatives to it, but. So yeah, so basically you have to click on the join button. It should be below the channel as you're watching, just down there somewhere, near where it says subscribe, or hopefully unsubscribe, because you hopefully will have subscribed already. But yeah, so yeah, you click on that and then click on the options or 3 dots or the burger menu, whatever it is, and it says gifting or gifting options or membership gifting or something along those lines. And then you just click on allow it. It's like a toggle bar, and you click allow membership gifting. So I'll give you 5 seconds or so to do that before I do it. I checked for the twists on the Tesco website, and the last review for them was nearly 2021. So I think they've gone a while, yeah. Yeah, I think I've been, I mean, basically when I search them, you still have them on some of the websites, don't you? Like, see, I think I got my pictures from Asda's website. So you still have them, but there's nothing there. You can't, you know. Sometimes you don't actually get, you know, you can find the image on Google search, but when you click on the Asda's website link or wherever, it doesn't actually go to anything. Which is a strange one. But yeah, gone a while. Yeah. I mean, just not a great product at all, really. Not a great product. I don't get it either, really. I don't get it. Just why not just call it? Why not just do chocolate chip digestives, you know, and call it and have that, you know, that's it, and call it chocolate chip digestives and do a good job of it. I think that's the main thing. Do a good job of it. Make it taste nice. And I don't know how you can. How can you mess up chocolate chips in a biscuit? How can it not taste nice? Especially when the abundance of chocolate chips there was in those biscuits. There was loads. They were quite crammed full of chocolate chips. So call it chocolate chips, because that, you know, chocolate chip digestive sounds nice, doesn't it? You know, chocolate, you know, I don't know, digestive twist, all this nonsense. I mean, it just doesn't work. They look like a gimmicky product as well. And just keep it simple, and then make sure they taste nice. Yeah, I don't know how they messed that one up, really. It's better just to get the camel digest with the actual layer of camel. Well, this is it as well, Andrew. This is it. Those other flavours have been done in digestive products otherwise. You know, they have these other nice the chocolate digestive ones with various bits in. So yeah, they already have an established product. I don't know if they were available at the time, of course. You know, there's all this anyway, but there were other ones, chocolate digestives. Yeah. You can get chocolate chip digestives in a few supermarkets, I think. Sainsbury's does one. Yeah, well, there you go. Well, that's another thing as well. So you've probably got these knockoff, well, not knockoff ones, but unofficial ones, or McVitie's ones that do the same job, but probably just as well for cheaper. And yeah, so it's just, I don't know. Yeah, not a good product. Not a good product, really. Not a good product. All right, yes, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, let's gift these memberships then. Why not? Let's see. Let's have a look. Yeah, so, right, so basically, hopefully you've all opted in by now. Fingers crossed. I think I've got some to gift. Hopefully I have. Let's have a look. Maybe I haven't. Let's see. Haven't got any membership gifting. There we go. I have got some few. That was a good job. I was off for a minute. I did. All right, so we're going to give some. So you've got about 5 seconds before I do it to opt in if you fancy them. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Right, let's see who gets one. So, usually seems to be quite a frequent same people getting one. Okay, there we go. Igdra got one from last week. Well done, Igdra. Yes, nice to see you getting one, because I know you frequent the channel, so that's good. And Mayu Low as well. Well done, Mayu. Not seen your name before. Well done. Rick B, of course. Good old Rick. He's a regular on the channel. There we go. Jamie Roberts as well. Well done. And Gustavo Cunio. Yes, well done to you as well, Gustavo. Well done indeed. Well done, the 5 of you. Good stuff indeed. Yeah, hope you enjoy your membership. Hope you enjoy your exclusive review. You'll see one. Don't have done it for this month yet, but it will be there soon. I think it's well, basically, I think it's a Mississippi mud pie and Muller yogurt this month. Basically, it was a childhood favourite of mine, Mississippi mud pie. And they brought it back. It's meant to be like a classics range. It was a candy corner at the time as well. There was another one. I think there was a There was raspberry pavlova. I thought it was, but it might not have been. Maybe a lemon cheesecake one or something. But anyway, they did do a candy corner range back in the day, Muller yogurts. It was originally part of that. Yeah, I used to really like it. I used to have loads of them. All right, yes, so we'll go back to doing, yes, we'll go back, I guess. Well, yeah, it technically is going back, isn't it? We're going to do, yes, back 1 year ago now. Let's just organise the graphics a bit, if I can. Let's see, let's have a look. 1 year ago, there we go. Let's have a look. There we go, there we are, yes, 1 year ago. 1 year ago. Some of these are difficult to believe than a year ago. The time, as I say, just goes very quickly. But what did we have 1 year ago? Let's have a look. We had firstly the Skittles desserts. I almost reviewed these again by accident. I got them the other day thinking I'd not reviewed them, but I had. Now, gave these, it sounds a bit harsh really, but gave these I gave these a 2 out of 5. I gave them. I said they look great to smell lovely, have lovely smells to them, but they basically taste nothing like the desserts they're meant to taste like. They're just really disappointing, you know. They're just, yeah, they're a bit fruity, but they just don't taste like anything like them. Anything like the desserts they're meant to taste like, so it just defeats the whole point of it really. So I couldn't really give them a high score. You know, there's typical Skittles, you know, I'd say quite fruity flavours and things. I don't know what to make. I mean, I guess they still taste nice, you know, but they weren't very, Skittles are a bit sort of, a bit tarty, you know, where they didn't really have that taste either. They were quite subtle. But I'd say they look nice colours, nice pastel colours and things. I don't know. Basically, chocolate and sweetie products, 3 out of 5 is the average score. You know, anything below that is not necessarily unpleasant or not nice. It's just the fact it's below average, and I think these are below average. To be honest with you, below the average Skittles. So to be honest with you, I think it's probably. I'm going to give it the same. I think that's probably about right. I mean, it's not to say they're not very nice, but you know, you didn't get anything from them. They didn't taste like the dessert they're meant to taste like. I don't think they tasted particularly anything special either. I don't think they're as good as regular Skittles particularly. So I think below average is probably about right for those. So yeah, underwhelming those ones. Underwhelming, I think, is the overall takeaway from that. So yeah, there we go. And let's move those scores. What else did we review? Quite a quick one. That one, quite a quick one. Not normally that quick, but this one was. And I had these Mr. Kipling. Yeah, Mr. Kipling. What's the actual official name? See if I can read it. Mr. Kipling Double Chocolate Gooey Brownie Bites. So they did a few in this range. I think they did a caramel one as well. They might have done another one. Not 100% sure, to be honest. I feel like they did do another one, but I don't know what it was off the top of my head. Let's see if I reviewed it. Is it Brownie Bites? Brownie Bites? See if I can find Brownie Bites somewhere. Brownie Bites. So we got double chocolate, salted caramel. So it's salted caramel. Maybe they just did let's do another one anywhere. I've only got those two, so maybe there was only 2. But I feel like there was another one. Maybe I didn't review the other one. Oh well, anyway. But yes, did the salted caramel one as well. I had like a gold surround rather than the brown surround you can see on that one. These ones actually gave, what did I give these? Gave these a 3.5 out of 5. I gave these ones. Said it's very close to a 4 actually. So it's very close to a 4. And they look just like they do on the front of the box, which is unusual, especially for cakey products. And I thought there was a good proportion of sponge and sauce as well. But my problem with them is the sauce was too bitter. It was like a milk chocolate sauce apparently, but it was very bitter and it dissolved very quickly, meaning that you were just left with kind of a sponge in the end, and it felt a bit stodgy. That was my problem. So that was why it wasn't quite a 4. Still nice though, but yeah, that was basically it. And I think you know, were they really like brownies as well? I always say this: very difficult to get brownies right in chocolatey products, because usually brownies, well, they need to be warm, need to have a lot of different textures, a crackly outside, lots of sort of melted or hard, you know, melted bits around it, but sort of crunchy, crackly, you know, bits as well everywhere, and sort of chocolate chips and things. And sometimes they have peanuts and hazelnuts, isn't it? But I'm not a big fan of that. But so they don't really ever get brownies right, really. And I don't think this was too much of an exception, but it did have a bit of an indulgence about it. But I think 3.5 out of 5 was, I think, was probably a good score there. So yeah, 3 out of 5. It was almost a 4, as I say, but you know, I think that sauce just let it down a bit, and this, that, and the other. So yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Let's remove the order scores. Let's see. What else did we do? Getting through these quite quickly today. Don't know. Apologies for that. I don't know if it's just the way it goes, but there we are. We had the Yorkie Honeycomb. Remember this one? Yorkie Honeycomb. I think it was Stephen Saunders in the comments was saying he really enjoyed this one. But I, you know, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. As I say, my sort of the average chocolate is a 3 out of 5, and this one I gave it another one for 3.5 out of 5, basically. I think my problem with it was that it was nice and it had big chunky honeycomb pieces in it, but I felt that the honeycomb pieces worked against the concept of the Yorkie bar, which is a thick chocolate, really thick, and has a good snap to it when you bite into it. Really, real substance behind it, and I felt like the honeycomb just worked against that principle. It kind of made it a bit more airy, a bit less chunky. I don't know, it just didn't. It wasn't a combination, even though it would work well in other bars, I think. But for me, it detracted from the Yorkie experience. As I say, Stephen Saunders wasn't too perturbed by that, but that was my main problem with it. It just didn't quite work, But I felt like the honeycomb bits were big enough and crunchy enough, as in for honeycomb. But as I say, just detracted from the substance of the chocolate that the Yorkie is meant to deliver. So for me, that's why I gave it 3.5 out of 5. And for me, to be honest with you, I think that's why it should be the same, 3.5 out of 5. But as I say, there are people out there who really like that one, but for me, I did really like it. I'll say the average chocolate is 3 out of 5, so most chocolate is nice. So you can't if you can't give everything 5 out of 5. There's got to be some kind of reason, or well, basically, you've got to be. When you're reviewing things, you can't just give everything 5 out of 5 because it tastes nice. There's got to be some kind of baseline and reasons for things tasting better than other things. So as I say, the average chocolate is 3 out of 5. So but this one, 3 out of 5. I think a regular Yorkie is probably a 4. I don't know. Nestle milk chocolate is not that great, and but for some reason in Yorkie it works, and so it's probably a 4 out of 5 a Yorkie. But this one, I felt like it just detracted from the product. Was a bit disappointing, basically. So there we go. So 3 out of 5. I think that's about right. So there we are. Okay, did I give it the same symbol? Let's give it the same symbol. There we go. The same. There we are. All right. Right. Now last one for today. Got through them quite quick, as I say. Not too. I'm pretty hungry actually, so I'm quite looking forward to getting some food in a minute. So that'll be quite nice. But yes, it was a twirl mint, Cadbury twirl mint. This was a UK one as well. It wasn't an import one, I don't think. And you do still do the orange one. I think I've still seen the mint or the orange one. They did both at one point. I'm sure one of them is still around. What did I give this one? I gave this another 3.5 out of 5. Goodness me, a lot of 3.5 out of 5. Lovely chocolate texture, I said. Mint flavour isn't overpowering, so you can appreciate the chocolate as well. But it wasn't anything exciting. But to be honest with you, for me, this one, twirls are very nice chocolate. I like the texture with them, and I don't mind the mint. To be honest with you, I don't think it took away from anything. Very nice product. I feel I was a bit harsh on this one because I feel like a regular twirl is probably a 4 out of 5, if not higher. And for some reason, I gave this a 3.5 out of 5, which I think was a bit harsh. So I think for me, this one, and there's no reason for it. I didn't say there's any negatives to it. So I think for me, this one, it is a 4 out of 5. So definitely that should be better than that. It's not a 3.5 out of 5. That's a 4 out of 5, that one. So there we go. Yeah, there we are. So right, so guys, that brings us to the end of Look Back. Yeah, it's been a nice one. Some good products there. Those Godiva ones, I'll tell you, it's a shame they've gone, but they were very expensive. So I just don't think... I mean, you just overcharge for these products. There's no reason for it to be that expensive, really. If you're going to try and get into the supermarkets, you can't be charging £10, whatever it is, for this box of chocolates. As nice as they are, people are expecting £5 at most. I mean, even Lindt with their Lindors, they're £3-4, aren't they, or something like that. I'm sure they're, and that's the kind, and they're sort of indulgent chocolates, you'd say. So they should be that much. I mean, I don't know how much they were charging the supermarkets, as I say, but £15 on the website. So I imagine it was probably £10, which is just far too expensive, really. So no wonder they didn't stay around. Because even if you like them, you're not gonna, you could buy 3 boxes of Lindor, or one of those basically, assuming that they were £10. So I think the choice is pretty simple. As nice as they might be. So there we go, but they were nice all the same, but there we are. So that's why they went, and the twist went because they were terrible. So yes. So there we go. So that's why they were gone, and good riddance to them, I think, because they just weren't very interesting at all. Yeah, all right, so turning off the lights now. Yeah, turning off the lights. It's been good to see you all, though. Nice to have some chats with you all. Good to see you, Scotty, and Andrew as well, and Alan, of course. And did anyone else pop in? I don't think anyone's popped in today, but good to see you all either way. And thanks for watching. Well done on the memberships as well. I've got some I need to turn. Let's see, hang on a sec. There we go. Yeah, all right, there we are. A couple of things left over. Doing it out of order. Looks a mess. Can I find the right way to do it? Still got the stars there. Can I get rid of them? There we go. Yes, there we are. But yes, good to see you all. Great to see you all. Have a great evening and enjoy your dinner. Good luck back as always. Oh, thank you, Alan. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Yes, I've got Croatia in the sweepstake. I think they're playing Spain today at 5 o'clock, so I'll be watching them. So fingers crossed. I've got like Ukraine and Croatia, I think, as my teams. We've all got 2 teams each. Mine are not the best 2 teams, I don't think. So I don't know, I'm not optimistic. But obviously, if Croatia beats Spain, I think that'll be a good start. So there we go. But there we are. But yeah, thanks so much, Alan. Great to see you. Good to see you. Thanks so much for your comments. Thank you so much for your support as well. And Andrew, of course, also. And Scotty as well. Yeah, so great to see you all. Hope you have a good evening yourselves. And yes, I shall see you next time. And congratulations again to those who won memberships. Rick, of course. And Mayalo and Igdra. Always forget your name. Igdra Slid. I think it might be a take on maybe Yggdrasil, the World Tree. I'm not sure. But either way. And Jamie Roberts as well. Or Janine Roberts, not Jamie Roberts. Sorry, Janine, if I said Jamie before. Janine, well done, well done. Got my contact lenses in today, basically, and I don't know, sometimes they fail me a bit, so there we go. That's my excuse anyway, not just me not paying attention. Blame something else. But Janine, well done, Janine, well done. And Gustavo Cunha as well, well done. Cunha, yes, well done indeed, well done indeed. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good weekend. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.